Hi everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the Roadworthy for the car. So one of our previous videos we said that I am driving the car around at the moment, and that is true. It seems as though that during our post-production for the footage that we've lost some, so I don't actually have the bits required to complete this video, so that's why there's no beard. I'm going to shoot these sections, chuck them in, so in the video there'll be mostly me with a beard and the start of this without it. So as we go on, which will continue into the movie, it's the whole thing is shot on the day of the roadworthy for the vehicle, so they're all ready to go. So hopefully back then that the everything for the car was ready to go. I mean, we didn't go over the entire car and scrutinize everything. That's the point of the roadworthy, for them to have a look at some stuff that we may have overlooked and a few things that we're not quite confident about. But that's the whole best part about it. So we'll continue on, and the video will pick up literally straight away from doing the first test drive for the car. He didn't want to be filmed, which is totally okay, that's totally understandable, and then we're going to go from there. So far we've passed pretty good from what I understand. He hasn't said anything yet, but he's out on the test drive at the moment, so we're going to see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't run out of fuel. We should be good, and then hopefully he tells me it's passed. So we've just had the roadworthy finished, and we've got a couple of issues that have come up, a couple of little things that I didn't really look at when we were building the car, but we should have had a better look. So we have atypical of these is the driver's side engine mount is cracked or broken. This one isn't too bad, and there's a little play in the passenger front wheel bearings. So just out of safety, we're going to change both the front wheel bearings, both of the engine mounts, and then we give old mate a ring and he'll slap the paperwork. We'll have it finished. So we'll get in and we'll change them now. It shouldn't hopefully take too long. We've got all new gear already. Yeah, we'll play. So I was looking at this engine mount here, waiting for this to drop through. It turns out it can't drop through when it's completely broken off. So yeah, so we're definitely doing a good call on changing both of those. We'll get that popped out. Hey, so jumping back in on the end of this video where we're missing this section of the video, we've just finished the Roadworthy. We've changed a few things that were needed to be done through the Roadworthy, which was the broken engine mount and the front wheel bearings. We changed both front wheel bearings, we changed both engine mounts, got that sorted out, got the paperwork cut and done, no problem, had it passed the next day, so it was all good. So now we're moving on to start driving the car. So we're about a few days into this, about a week or so driving into the car. And a few other issues are starting to kick up, things that we didn't know about because hadn't driven the car much, hadn't really done anything except we drove the car around once when we first got it. So these are little issues that have just picked up as we first got in there. So this next section is just addressing one of those first major issues, and then we're moving on from there with other ones that we find later on as we come up. But we move into this next section. It'll just be a bit of a montage of us ripping the intake manifolds apart and going through that process. But that's where we're at now. Hey everybody, so we finally got the XR6 on the road and we're just doing some troubleshooting stuff now that it's up and running. One of our problems is we have at the moment is it's running a little bit rough on idle. So one of the common problems with these is apparently the intake manifold gasket shrinks and cracks and starts sucking vacuum. So we're going to get in here and pull all this apart and try to change it out today without too many issues. So never done it before, so we're going to give it a go, see how we go. I don't think it's going to be too bad. We shouldn't have to pull everything out, but we'll see how we go. So after like 4 hours of messing around, I've got it changed, we've got it back in. We ended up changing the mid plenum gasket in here as well. Threw a bit of paint in there to make it look pretty. But it's certainly one of those jobs that if it ever gets done again, it's going to be heaps quicker because mounting bolts underneath and what stuff to use where, and it's just a bit of a mess around to figure it out. But we got it running. The vibration is gone, so yay to us.